Has the ELD and hours of service for truckers made the roads safer or more dangerous these past several years? Let's ramble about it. Welcome to Shep Rambles, where I am Shep and I tend to ramble. About what? Anything and everything. Professional drivers have a federal mandate that they must follow in regards to how many hours they are allowed to drive in one day and how long they must shut down before they can legally drive again. These hours of service are entered into an electronic logging device. These mandates were put into place to keep drivers from pushing themselves beyond their limits, as well as companies taking advantage of their drivers. But has it really made a difference? Let's take a look. According to the FMCSA, they have been noticing a disturbing trend since the electronic logging device mandate. In the year 2020, there were 4,444 deadly crashes. Now, even though this was down from 4,502 in 2019, there was the whole pandemic that was happening in 2020. That is a reason why the numbers have gone down. But they're still pretty up there. According to the FMCSA, these stats are not going in the direction that they had hoped. As you can see here from this list, you've got 2015 was 3,622. In 2016, it went over 4,000. And you can see as it keeps going, 2017, 2018, 2019, the number just keeps going higher and higher. We don't have any information here for 2021 or 2022, but I would not be surprised if it was continuing to go higher. Many truck drivers argue that this ELD mandate actually hinders safety by making truck drivers feel rushed, as they are regulated to the second. Yes, I would agree with that. In some cases, they're rushing to try to get as much drive time as they can with their hours, or in some cases, their hours are completely wasted at a shipper or a receiver just waiting to get loaded or unloaded, waiting for a trailer to be ready, having to wait in a long line before you can finally check in. And then finally, when all is said and done, now you've got to try to find some safe place to park. And there are several times where you can't find a place to park. This is why you see truck drivers pulled off on the side of the road, or they're on an on-ramp or an off-ramp, or they're at a truck stop and they're parked in areas that aren't really parking spaces, or you go to rest stops and they're parked behind other trucks. And another thing that this ELD hours of service mandate has done, there was a recent addition of a 30-minute required break to be taken within an 8-hour period. So now you've got drivers that are looking for ways to incorporate that 30 minutes in whatever it is that they're doing. One of the most annoying things that some of these truck drivers are doing is they're taking their 30-minute break at a fuel island of a truck stop or travel plaza, such as Flying J or Petro. The Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association has told the FMCSA that there is no evidence that ELDs have improved highway safety. According to President Todd Spencer, our members have vigorously opposed the ELD mandate since its inception. There was never sufficient research indicating the mandate would improve highway safety, and the agency still lacks data demonstrating any positive safety results since its full implementation. And if this ELD and hours of service were all that important for safety, then why is it that they lift that mandate whenever it's convenient for them to do it? I mean, safety is safety. It should be a standard across the board. If it's only pick and choose, then it's relatively pointless. And while efforts to improve highway safety often involve creating more regulations for commercial motor vehicles, it is worth noting that trucks aren't to blame for the majority of crashes. According to the 2019 statistics from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 90.6% of truck drivers involved in fatal crashes did not receive a moving violation. Even more, 67.1% of the truck drivers in these crashes had no driver-related factors, such as speeding, fatigue, failure to yield, or distracted driving. Meanwhile, only 40% of passenger vehicle drivers in these crashes had no driver-related factors cited to them. So, do you think the ELD has made the roads safer? Do you manage your ELD, or does the ELD manage you? Does your company use the ELD as an efficiency tool and expect you to drive when you're tired and sleep when you're wide awake? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you're new, consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell. There's no mandate. Nobody's forcing you. But if you by chance happen to click those buttons, you get to be part of our growing KILR community and get notified of future rambling content as well as other types of trucking content here on KILR Television. Thanks so much for watching and have a killer awesome day.